WWE Raw preview, and I'm here with AZZGEEK11.
What's
And if
going
you
on?
guys don't know who this YouTuber is, he's a guy who I watch regularly on YouTube. Does awesome videos, and he's a wrestling fan, so check him out. And AZZGEEK, it's over to you.
Well, we've got our preview. We're about to check the is it the 5 points on WWE's website? We'll have a look
Yeah,
at them.
well, also we have got Santino did retire. Well, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, he's, a, he's a bit of those corner characters, you know, mid card. But I've never really been a fan of him, to be honest.
So last week on Raw, we did have a couple of good feuds on Raw last week. We had the Wyatt family and the Chris Jericho feud building up, and also we had John Cena, and obviously probably a Brock Lesnar feud for SummerSlam. And we had a couple of other feuds, like we had a few other feuds like that. So I thought Raw was good last week. Hopefully Raw is good this week. I liked how they continued the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins feud last week. I thought that was really good. But yeah, I hope Raw is good this week. Building up to SummerSlam and Battleground.
Hopefully, hopefully it'll be alright. I mean, to be honest, Battleground is a bit of a filler pay-per-view in my opinion, because you've got it in the way of SummerSlam. I mean, the main event at Battleground is going to be a failed four-way, which I don't really care about.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of getting tired of John Cena at this point. I kind of really tired of John Cena.
Yeah.
And well, I know you are tired of John Cena, and I've been tired of John Cena for since like 2007. I'm tired of this guy. He comes out, cuts the ridiculous, boring promos, the terrible jokes. Like, I mean, this guy needs a character change. We've all said this before, but WWE just don't give him a character change. Like, I'm sick of people on the internet. Like, some people say, "Oh, he's going to turn heel." Like, we all know John Cena isn't going to turn heel. So just give up with all that. John Cena needs to start. He just keeps burying talent, and I'm tired of that. He's buried Ryback. He's buried Dolph Ziggler. He's buried Bray Wyatt, and I'm just tired of this guy. I hope that Brock Lesnar does win at SummerSlam, if that's the route they're going to go with Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, which it probably is going to be. I hope that they don't make John Cena Brock Lesnar look like a bitch like they did at Extreme Rules 2012.
I'm telling you now, right? If Cena beats Lesnar at SummerSlam, I'm done. I'm done with the WWE.
Well,
I really will be.
I'm done with TNA right now, but I'm gonna start watching Ring of Honor and reviewing that now, because if WWE gets that bad, where John Cena is shoveling everyone every single Monday night, well, I'm done. I'm gonna review Ring of Honor or Global Force Wrestling, because wrestling is kind of getting boring for me. I don't know why I'm still watching it at this point. I think Raw last week kind of saved it for me, but apart from that, I'm just hanging on by a thread. I'm tired of these repeated matches, these stupid storylines with Randy Orton and John Cena, the Authority. I'm tired of all that. I just want them to push the youth movement a bit more, and push guys like Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns and Cesaro and Bray Wyatt, guys who are great. Well, some are great on the mic. Just those great wrestlers, and push them up to the main event scene, because they are talented wrestlers.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, the way WWE sees it, they'll build up a star such as, like you said, Ryback. They're building up Rusev right now, and they're going to feed it to Cena.
And another thing is, I'm getting another thing is, I'm getting tired of these stupid recaps on SmackDown as well. That is another thing what pisses me off as well.
I don't watch that shit anymore. I'm done with SmackDown. Just got a bit boring for me, same old shit. Video recaps every 10 minutes on the show. Fuck that. I mean, WWE tires me out. It really does.
Yeah. So, what is your thoughts on TNA? Have you watched any of that lately?
Yeah, I'm actually liking it at the moment. You've got Bobby Lashley as champion. He beat Eric Clean actually this previous episode on TNA, and they're building up Bobby Lashley to take that title from him. And I like Bobby Roode, you know, and I'm glad that they're really giving him a push, and he's the top guy in the company right now, and I like that. You know, instead of having someone like a senior on top.
Yeah, I used to like TNA. I liked the TNA when Bobby Roode was a TNA World Heavyweight Champion, but when they put it on guys like Eric Young, like a mid-carder like that, I didn't care about that at all. Like, put it on somebody like an Austin Aries. I was getting tired of him getting buried, not getting on TV regularly, and I'm tired. I was getting really tired of Sting and Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy hogging the main event scenes. Same with Hulk Hogan, brother.
Yeah.
He was hogging the main event scene. And I was tired of that. And they should start pushing the youth movement as well. So I was kind of tired of that company. So.
That's fair enough, man. I can see why, but I think they're doing some good stuff at the moment. You know, they've got like I said, Bobby Roode. You know, they're putting him into the probably against Bobby Lashley, and he hopefully wins that title and they have a run with him.
Yeah, I hope Bobby Roode is world champion again. I'll probably I might watch TNA when it gets better again, which I probably never. But I think it could get better. But TNA have had so many chances to get better, and they just keep failing for me. I'm just kind of tired of TNA. I'm tired of the terrible booking decisions. Just not pushing the guys they should be, like Bad Influence, AJ Styles. Bobby Roode more than he should be. James Storm's not even getting a push. Mr. Anderson, you know, he doesn't get a bigger push than he should do. Austin Aries should get a bigger push.
Yeah,
a ton of those other guys should get a big push in TNA.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when the Austin Aries and Bobby Roode feud. I mean, that was a really, really good feud. Hopefully they do that, you know, later on in the year or next year or whatever. But that was one of the best feuds lately in TNA. Two guys who show intensity in the ring and on the mic, and they just gelled together very well. You know, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, they're the real deal.
Yeah, well, I am a big fan of Bobby Roode. Like, I've been a fan of him for a number of years now because he is such a natural heel. He kind of reminds me a bit of Triple H, with how great of a heel he is on the mic and stuff. And I would like to see Bobby Roode in WWE. If he did get signed, I mean, I know he's been in WWE before as a jobber, but if he was, you know, pushed to the main event level, I mean, I see WWE, you know, putting a world title on him or something like that if he ever went to WWE. Another guy I would see pulling WWE would probably Austin Aries. I think that's a guy who I think should have gone to WWE, but he went to TNA, so you know, he probably would have got buried.
Yeah, I mean, they'd have probably put him in a feud with Cena, and then that'll be it. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, Cena's shovel came out again, bury. So
yeah.
there you go.
I'm not happy with WWE at the moment, so you know.
Yeah. So, what is your thoughts on NXT? I haven't watched NXT that much, but I don't really like NXT. Don't have really that many main eventers in NXT. I can really say he's gonna be, like, they have some good wrestlers down there, but NXT have guys like Sami Zayn. I think he's a good wrestler. I've seen him in Ring of Honor and stuff.
Zo Generico, yeah. I like NXT. It's alright.
Well, I want the Ascension to get called up actually, because WWE really needs some new tag teams, and on NXT, the Ascension they've run out of tag teams at this point. They really need to feud with the Usos. I think they did feud with Usos in 2012 on NXT, if I can remember correctly, because I think they did. I can't remember, but I think they did, and they had a good feud. So if they can have a good feud on the main roster, well, I'll be happy. So you know. NXT, you know, I really like what they've done with NXT. It's better than that old NXT arena they had. Because it's just NXT is just awesome at this point. I think that's the only part of WWE I'm going to watch at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the Ascension, I reckon they're going to bring them up really soon. I think there's some rumours going on about it. I think there might be a possibility of seeing Ascension versus Usos at SummerSlam. You know. It'd be a credible tag team match anyway. I think it might happen, you know. Yeah. Oh, great. I've just found out we're getting Seth Rollins versus John Cena tonight.
John Cena. John Cena's probably gonna get his shovel out. I'm not gonna watch that match. That's just Cena's gonna get the shovel out again.
It's the fact that you got Seth Rollins who can work a good match.
Yeah, well, they actually had a good match a few months ago on SmackDown. Actually, they actually had a good match on SmackDown. Did you actually watch that one?
Nah.
The one I think it was the December episode of SmackDown, like 2013.
Nah, I mean, Seth Rollins is just going to carry John Cena. I can't stand him. I can't stand John Cena.
Yeah, well, John Cena, like I said before, I'm tired of John Cena. They need somebody new at the top, somebody like a Roman Reigns or Cesaro or a Bray Wyatt, somebody who has great mind skills like a Bray Wyatt, because I think really carry the company.
Nah, they gave the titles to John Cena and Money in the Bank. They should have their hand. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I think they should have actually given the win. They should have given the titles to Bray Wyatt, but they should have.
That's what I thought.
They should have let Bray Wyatt go over clean at WrestleMania. That's what pissed me off about John Cena. How he doesn't let young stars go over at WrestleMania or at a SummerSlam or anything like a Big Four pay-per-view, which the wrestling fans are going to remember for many years to come because this is going to be a big moment and stuff.
Even if it's just a normal pay-per-view, you know, like a payback or whatnot, he doesn't put anybody over. And if he does, it's not clean. It's not 100% clean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of the announcers that also saying that, oh, he's the greatest of all time, Michael. Like, he's not the greatest of all time. We all know that. He's not a Ric Flair or a Hulk Hogan brother.
Or Macho Man. Yeah.
Yeah, or the Macho Man, or guys like that. I mean, those were the guys who could draw. I mean, only the reason why John Cena's at the top because of social media. If it wasn't for YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and the kids. Well, there would not be a John Cena at the top right now. I mean, when Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the Attitude Era and The Rock was in the Attitude Era, they drew without social media or without any kids. They drew with their own characters, their own mic skills, and their own personalities, and that's what really made them a huge stars. Same with Hulk Hogan. That's what created Hulkamania with his All-American gimmick and whatever, and him beating Andre the Giant at WrestleMania. That really launched his career up to a megastar level. With a John Cena is not at a megastar level in the WWE. So I mean, they cannot keep promoting like a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, what you kind of touched on there is the time period. I mean, we're in 2014. Yeah, if this was about 20 years ago in the 80s, yeah, it might have suited the times, but now it just doesn't.
I mean, wrestling today has been about a lot of young guys. 2014 is about the young guys and about the smaller guys in wrestling, not about the big guys like like the bodybuilders like Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena, Hulk Hogan. It's about the young guys now and smaller guys in wrestling. So yeah.
And then the WWE just sticking to their old ways in their wrestling bubble.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
So, what is your thoughts on the Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins feud?
I love it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I thought when the Shield was gonna break up, I actually thought that Dean Ambrose was gonna, like join the Shield, but it was not join the Shield, like break up from the Shield. I mean, but I didn't expect him to be Seth Rollins because I thought he reminds me a lot of Jeff Hardy. I know a lot of other people say that, but he really, I mean, he does with his high flying moves and stuff. And he could be like he could be a good mid-carder in the next, he could be a good mid-carder at best. Maybe a main eventer. I don't really know. I mean, I never liked him in Ring of Honor, so.
I'm really enjoying the feud. I mean, I like that Dean Ambrose is babyface because we've got an edgy babyface, a badass babyface. Seth Rollins. He's smart, and if you have a villain who's smart, has some interests, and then Dean Ambrose, he's going to fall into a trap or whatnot. I think it's a good contrast of characters which they can both play off of each each other, play off the history of the Shield and stuff, and their characters. I'm liking the feud. I really am. It's one of the best things going in the WWE right now.
Yeah, well, I hope that this feud does continue going into Night of Champions, possibly the pay-per-view after that, whatever it is after Night of Champions. So we get a good long feud with these two, because I think these two could work. We know they can work a good match, but I think they next couple of months. So, so do you watch any Ring of Honor, AZZGEEK?